Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to the unbelievably good Geiselsberg map. So let's do a little soybean harvesting today. I've made some changes off camera. Some things have happened on the farm. Some things have happened. Let's go to this one right here. This will be the easiest to see. Now, when last we met, we owned field 57 and we had soybeans in it we were getting ready to harvest after we got our animals going. Off camera, I harvested field 57. It was a disaster. Well, I won't say off camera. It was on camera. I was recording it. It was a disaster, so I stopped recording and I finished off camera. But I realized the yield from field 57 was not optimal. So then I bought field 56, which was 350,000 euro. And now that we had these two, I thought, well, shoot, why don't I just get this little one down here? And then I looked across the highway and field 63 had soybeans in it. Only problem is it was almost 600,000 euro. Bottom line, we own all of this now, and our loan is at a cool 1 million euro. 1 million. So we gotta get to making some money here. I leased this great big harvester. It's a base game combine harvester, but this particular one is a modded version of the base game. It's got a few things slightly different. And then the header is a mod header. It's 9 meter. I believe the base game headers for this combine harvester are 10 meters and 12 meters. This one's slightly smaller, and I'll tell you why I did that in a second as well. And as you can see, the sun is just about to rise. It's 6:30 in the morning. Let's bump the time up to 5x. I tried to record a little bit in twilight on Greenwich, and it didn't go well. It got too dark too fast. So we're going to do the opposite here. We're going to start in darkness and come into light. All right, wow, it's not darkness. It's like, it's twilighty. It's twilighty. Oh, dear. This is not behaving on this kind of sloping driveway. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna get up out of here, and we got to figure out how to get this thing. You know what I'm saying? How to get it onto the harvester and how to get it into one of these fields. I'm really beginning to appreciate Geiselsberg, and I'm really beginning to appreciate the map maker. We don't need those. And we don't need those now. We needed those when everything was parked by the side of the road. I'm really beginning to appreciate this map and this map maker, and I'll tell you why. This is a big map. It's a big industrial German map, yeah? But it's also kind of a small map in some ways. It's extremely tight. Now, what if we do, oh dear, what if we go around the corner? Yeah, I suppose we could do that. What if we did some of our hooking up in this grass field? You think? Yeah, let's do it. So if we go out here and then make a big swing with this dolly trailer, hopefully we track right around that fence post. Right there. Oh, beautiful. Don't hook. Don't hook. Fantastic. So we can drive all over grass. No problem. I'm going to leave this right here. We're going to drop that. We're going to come around here. Even just getting this combine harvester and this header and this trailer out of the parking lot at the store was a challenge. This map is so unbelievably tight. And it's got things like these telegraph masts, right? And we'll see when we get over onto the other side of the highway. Hooked up. Snag on the trailer. It is Farm Simulator, of course. Why would you be able to take a header off a header trailer? That's dumb. There it is. Oh, God. This game. Nothing but frustration. I mean, nothing but fun. You know what? While we're over here, let's just start on field 63. While we're on this side of the highway. So, yeah, the telegraph masts, the fences, there's these little manholes that go down into the storm drains. What in the U.S. we would call storm drains or storm sewers. In fact, I'll park it up here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we'll park this right here. We'll set the brake. We'll hop out right over here. So these telegraph masts, these little things right here, like this right here, they're placed perfectly. These little wood piles, they're placed perfectly. They seem very innocuous. They're very discreet, right? Like you would hardly notice them. And yet, once you get into your equipment and once you're trying to maneuver around the map, there are those sorts of things everywhere. So the map, the size of it sort of demands big equipment if you want to get anything done, right? And yet, the placement of those little objects means that you're constantly trying to maneuver around things. And gigantic equipment, so I didn't go with a 12-meter header. Gigantic equipment simply does not work. So it really is, there's been a tremendous amount of thought and effort put into this map, and I really do appreciate it more every time I play it. It's a fantastic achievement. I love it. You ready? Here we go. So we're going to drop the header, and we're going to get rolling. And we'll slow the cruise control down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right about, tap, tap, tap. Right about there. Right, so we're gonna do a couple laps around, a couple headlands, and then we'll put this on a worker. We're gonna hop in our 7, and we're gonna service this combine harvester with that new tipper that I got. And you know, it's funny when you're spending, because the field 56, I believe, was it 56? Yeah, field 56 was. It was either 300 or 350,000 euro, and then this field was over 500,000. At that point, right, our loan was so big, it's like, well, shoot, you know, another 35,000 for a tipper. Who cares? So we really have jacked the loan to astronomical proportions. It's way up there now. But I figured two things. One thing is, in this life, you got to spend money to make money, yo. You can't sit on money. It doesn't grow when you do that. You got to spend money to make money, and want to have some fun. Great demand. Moment, please. What is this great demand? The hack schnitzel. I don't think I like the sound of that. What do they buy there? No, nothing. Just wood chips. Okay. We don't do wood chips. That's not our bag. So, yeah, you got to spend money to make money. And I say this all the time. I say it as a joke, but it's serious. Well, I mean, as serious as a video game can be, but it's a farming simulator. It's not a saving money simulator. And I know some people play the game. I try to play it realistically, but some people play it very seriously. I play it kind of seriously, but I want to have some fun too. Let's have some fun. And one of the ways that you have fun in Farm Sim is playing with tractors and playing with harvesters and playing with diggers and driving trucks and doing that sort of thing. So, yeah, I want to play seriously. I want to play realistically, but I don't want to be so serious about the game that I don't even have any fun. You know? So, yeah, we spent some money. We did. Hopefully we'll make it back. Hopefully we'll be able to make it back. That'd be nice. That'd be a cool thing. So what went wrong in the video that I recorded on Monday? That's why there was no video for you on Tuesday, by the way. I missed a day, and I felt terrible about it, but as I was trying to record this, like every possible thing that could go wrong went wrong. And all I wanted to do was harvest field 57. Now there's a new, well, it's new to me. I don't think it's new, but there's a work in progress mod called Guidance Steering by Wobster. And it was the first I had seen of it. It's on GitHub. I don't think it's in full release yet, but it is on GitHub, so it's not being traded around like on the sly. I believe the developer has made it available. They just haven't put it into full release yet or put it on the mod hub or what have you. So I saw that and I thought, yeah, let's give it a try. Because I really like the GPS mod for 17, which I believe was by Upside Down. I don't think it was by Wobster, although he may have, I assume it's a he may have made one as well, but the one that I used was by Upside Down. Same person that made Drive Control for 17. So I figured let's give it a try, and I was maybe 15 minutes into the video. We had to get our combine harvester all brought down here. We had to get it all hooked up. We had to get the header put on. We had to cut a headland in. All right, after all that, okay, cool, let's put it on GPS to make some nice straight rows. And the problem was, here's your problem. The problem was I had a mod conflict, and it was causing my frame rate to drop to like four total, like 4 frames per second, absolute slideshow. And now I had a conundrum because I could either stop recording and lose what I had recorded and sort of, this is not good, or I could keep that video, right? And it just didn't feel right because obviously I was having a mod conflict, but it was sort of a mod review, right? And I just left it hanging. Like, we fired up the mod, it didn't really work, and then it just, right, we just turned it off and went back to doing it by eye. So it was really not a good look for a video. And then various other things went wrong. I couldn't even put the combine harvester on a simple worker at that point. Even a simple worker would not make rows. They just kept driving off into the bushes, and it went from bad to worse. It was not good video. It really wasn't, and it was not representative of. It wasn't representative of my best work. It wasn't representative of Wobster's guidance steering mod. It was a hot mess. So ultimately, I decided to can that, bin it. Now here's another problem. When I do that, there's now sort of a gap in the timeline, and I didn't have a recent save game. I back up my hard drive, my entire hard drive, to an external hard drive every Friday evening, and I would have been recording this video on Monday, right? So I had a fresh backup, and I had not touched Farm Sim since Friday, so I could have pulled that backup, but I just didn't feel like doing the same work again. And I also realized the yield from our field, from field 56, was really not very much. And at that rate, it would have taken us, even the much smaller debt that we had at the time when we only owned field 56, the yield of field 56, am I saying that right? 57, the small field 57, the only field that we owned at the end of the last episode. Although we had smaller debt, the yield from that small field of soybeans, it would have taken us 1,000 years to pay off our loan. We gotta grow this farm a little bit. And so rather than loading a save game and doing the same work twice, I bought those other fields, planted them all with soybeans, and now we're going to harvest all of them and have a massive harvest and hopefully make, man, it'd be great to make a couple €100,000 from all this, but we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, that's what happened, and that's why there was no episode on Tuesday. I hope you don't mind. I know there's there've been a lot of new subscribers lately. Welcome to the channel, by the way, and thank you for subscribing. You're awesome. There've been a lot of new subscribers, and I'm mindful as the channel is growing. Like, on the one hand, I absolutely want to do the best possible videos that I can, and at the same time, I've had a couple people tell me, when your channel starts to grow, don't freak out and start doing things differently. When your channel starts to grow, do exactly what you've been doing, because that's what people have been signing up for. So the video that I recorded on Monday to post on Tuesday was it was not consistent with what I typically post. So yeah, that's what happened there. And I figured it's better to not post a video than to post a bad one. So other than that, I've just been really digging the Dirt Rally 2.0. That has been awesome. Platinum, I was just texting with somebody on Discord this morning about Platinum. Definitely going to get that. And if you already own FS19, it will be, for me, it will be $19.99 US to buy the Platinum expansion, which I think is a super deal, considering that the John Deere DLC was $20 US for just really the one combine harvester. So I think $20 is fair to get all that Kloss equipment. Man, been waiting for Kloss. Been waiting for it for a long time, and It's going to be really cool to have base game class rather than mod class, because so much of the class mod that's been available for both 19 and 17 has been honestly kind of dodgy. I don't know why it's that one in particular. I mean, there have been some good ones. There have been some gems in there. The Lexian pack from the Modding Velt crew was fantastic. There have been, well, the 88 and the 208, the Mega. Those are both legend mods. So there's been good stuff. There have been some gems in there, but there have been a lot of dogs too. There really have. And I don't know why it seems like class, I wouldn't say that it attracts, or, you know what I mean? I'm not like saying that there's anything about that particular brand that is bringing in bad mods. I'm just saying that a lot of the class has been, and I suppose you could say the same thing about John Deere, but now that we have that equipment in base game, or in this case DLC, but made by the developer, you know what I mean, I'm just really feeling like it's, I mean, maybe this is where 19 should have been all along. I think we got some room back here. Right, so we're going to put this back in gear. We're going to extend our pipe. We're going to let our contractor, because we rented that big old combine harvester, we're going to let that contractor have a smoke and read his newspaper, take a break for a minute while we're going to come over here, and we're going to hop in our Warrior 7 with our new tipper on it. And this is, it's a Flegel tipper. It's not, we had that Panther, I want to say, before, did we not? Yeah, we had the Flegel Alutech Panther, did we? Yeah. Hup. And this is, it's definitely Flegel, but it's just, you know, we got it in the plain gray, the Agco gray. It's very low key. Lights off, flashers off. Here we go. So yeah, looking forward to that. What else is happening? Oh, just a few days from now, beginning of September, Uplay, the Ubisoft Uplay Plus, I don't know, what are we calling that? Subscription service? I don't know, whatever it is. That's going live, and I'm excited about that, but I'm concerned. I have a trepidation, and I'll tell you why. There are really no Ubisoft games that have any place on this channel. It's a sim channel. It's a simulation gaming channel. You know what? I'm going to back up just a little bit and get out of the bushes. Although we're getting way too much weight in front of the trailer. There we go. Balance it out a little bit. That's a little better. There's really nothing from Ubisoft that has a place on this channel, with the exception of perhaps The Crew, or The Crew 2, or The Crew 3, or whatever it is by now. All right. Put this back in gear. Set the brake. Hop right back in here and take on the role of a contractor. Close this. Brake is off. Drop the header. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's go up to the end of this row. We don't need to, we don't need to do this manually now. We'll go up to the end of this row. We'll flip around. I guess we can cut another headland on the way back down. No sense deadheading. And then we'll put this on a worker, and we'll service this combine harvester with our 7 Warrior. Then we'll take that over and tip. We're going to hold this moment. We're going to hold these soybeans till we get a great price for them. So we're going to keep these in the farm silo. We don't need to sell these quite yet. In fact, we have to wait till there's a good price, because we owe so much money. It's crazy. It would be reckless to sell these for €1,000 a ton. We need to wait till it's closer to like €1,800. But back to Ubisoft Uplay. Steep, maybe. The Crew 2, maybe. Trials Rising? Ubisoft makes Trials Rising, do they not? I know they make a Trials game. I can't remember the name of it offhand. Watch Dogs, maybe. Not really. Not really. So what what does Ubisoft make that we could have on the channel? Nothing really. However, they do make the Division 2, which I played in beta, but I did not buy. Well, if you have the Ubisoft Uplay Plus service, you get to play Division 2 unlimited, all you want. I'm going to get this little bit right here. Right here. Fantastic. Now, can we put this on a worker, and will it behave? So let's first square this up a little bit, right? Get on a heading of 90. I am going to have a bit of a gap at the end of the cutter head, and the reason I want that is so if there's any irregularity that we don't miss anything. Right, so then if we go here, we want a dumb worker, we want that. And so far, wait during unload, off. Connected fields on, collision check on. Okay, then we'll turn this off. And we'll see how we do. It's on the worker right now, I'm not controlling it. We'll see how we do when we come down here to make our turn. So, essentially what I'm saying is there's really not any Ubisoft games that are going to fit on the channel. However, there is the Division 2, which I've really wanted to put some time into, and I know I absolutely fell down a hole last year when I started playing the Division. When it went on super sale, it was like 90% off right around Christmas last year. I think you could get, or I think I got the Platinum Deluxe 2-year pass. It was like $17. Can't hardly pass that up. But I fell down a hole with the Division. Really, really susceptible to that loot box mentality, that RPG mentality. I'm concerned I'll do the same thing with Division 2. And first off, it pulls time away from the channel. And secondly, you know, I'm very mindful of people looking in from the outside. When they see the way that we game, they talk about addiction. And it's like, no, man, I'm not addicted to gaming. It's just a hobby, and I really enjoy it. And I can say that about most sims and most games because I stand up and walk away from them whenever I want. However, the Division, I will admit, it was more difficult to get up and walk away from it because you were always one session or less than a session, half of a session away from that next loot item. Right? That next level, that next promotion. And they're designed that way. They are absolutely insidious, and they are designed that way. Those types of games are designed that way. So, you know, Farm Sim, to me, it is in no way addictive. Race sims, they are in no way addictive. At the end of a race, you're done. You know, go do something else. When a field is harvested, you're done. You go do something else. In games like The Division, you're never done. You're always... right? There's always just one more thing to do. Oh, hang on, just one more thing. And that is not a feeling that I like when I'm gaming. It's, I just don't like the way it feels. I want to feel in control of my gaming experience, not being controlled by my gaming experience. So that would be a reason that I would want to stay away from the Division 2. And as much as I've been looking forward to that Ubisoft Uplay Plus subscription coming live on September 3rd, another part of me is like, it's really not that big a deal, and you will probably opt out before they start billing you on October 3rd. So that's what's going on there. What else is going on? WRC 8 is going to drop in September, although I haven't seen a release date for it yet, but I'm excited about that. However, I have most definitely fallen down a hole with Dirt Rally 2.0. There was a bundle made available. The game is on sale right now. It's on sale till August 27th for half off. And because I had the game and some DLC, I could bundle the rest and get a bunch more DLC. Basically, I own the game and all DLC and a 2-year pass and everything else now. And it's really opened up the game compared to how it was on day one, when it was missing Sweden, when it was missing Monaco, Germany, Australia, I believe. They've added all those locations. They've added a bunch of cars. They've made it super, super affordable. And, I mean, how can you not? So I've definitely fallen down that hole, and I'm a big fan of Codemasters. I realize I love the F1 franchise. I am really enjoying now the sequel to Dirt Rally. It's a solid company, and I'm pleased with their product. So I don't know. I know I've uninstalled WRC7 because in comparison to the rally games that I have now, it just looks cartoony, and the physics and the gameplay is really not very good. WRC8 is supposed to change all that. It's supposed to be a more serious, more realistic sim, and I'm looking forward to that. But it's going to need to really be kind of a big deal and kind of an accomplishment if it wants to compete with Dirt Rally 2.0. And I'm by no means a fanboy. Codemasters is not a perfect company, and Dirt Rally 2.0 is not a perfect game, but it's a really good game. It's a really good sim, and I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see what WRC8 brings to the table, and I'm hoping it is some good things. And it's going to need to be the timing of it, with Dirt Rally 2.0 coming out this spring and then WRC8 coming out in the fall. We'll see how those two compare. And then Platinum expansion for Farm Sim in October. We've got a couple, looks like a couple DLC coming for ATS and ETS. Those are going to have to drop in either November or December. We've got Utah for ATS and Road to the Black Sea for ETS. Got a little flicker on the shaft there. I'll try to fix that. Get it the right angle so we stop flickering. Come on, give me the angle. There it is. Nope. I suppose we'll just flicker. So those will most likely drop with a 1.36 patch, I think. I speculate. Could be wrong about that. I often am. And what else? And then in December, we've got Automobilista 2. Yeah, so it's going to be an exciting next few months. We'll see how everything plays out. But, man, it's... I'll say this over and over. It's a fantastic time to be in gaming. I really love it. I really love it. I'm glad I started the channel when I did, because I'm feeling like there's so many good games and so much good content for me to make into videos for you. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'll get this right back here. We'll empty one more time. We're at about 28 minutes, so we'll empty one more time here, and then I'll haul this over to our silo. We'll tip it, and we'll call it an episode. Yeah, let's do it. And if I don't think I can... yeah. I don't think I can make a good screenshot here. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. This is always tricky when I'm doing the reversal. Maybe. Yeah, that looks all right. Maybe. I got no perspective. I got no perspective. There it is. Not bad. But we've got an awful lot of gray going on in there. Right. Enough faffing about. Let's go drop this. What do we got in here? 20,000 liters? Almost 22,000. Okay, so we'll go drop this, and we will... I'll continue harvesting off camera. Let's do this. Let's drop this in the silo. Let's take a look and see what we have in the silo. Then I'll continue harvesting these fields off camera. And when we come back on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we will... I'll leave a little bit in one of these fields. So when we come back, we'll still be running this combine harvester. And we will be able to see what we've put in the silo, what we've put up from now till all these fields are harvested. Does that make sense? Because I believe there's 30,000 in there now. 30,000 liters plus this gives us 50. And then we'll see the total yield of all these fields combined in the silo. Hopefully it's not... I don't think it'll be more than 200,000. Oh, carefully. And I don't think it can be, because that's all our silo holds. Right, so we're going to go right here. Set the brake. We're going to hop out. We're going to open this door. Fantastic. We're going to come in here and open this door. Fantastic. Back to the 7. Hop in. Brake is off. Here we go. Right about there. Right about there. There we are. Fantastic. So pulling through, gonna clip through the wall. As you do, make a big swing here. Trying to see where the sun is, right there. Maybe this will be our thumbnail. Maybe. Let's park this up right here. Set the brake. Close these doors, and we're done. We're done. I'm going to keep working off camera. I got a lot of soybean to harvest. Right. Oh, and we wanted to see the total. Okay, so first off, let's come over here. There's a nice thumbnail. Boom. And then we take a look. Right here, we've got... it says we have no soybeans in our silo. Moment, please. That's concerning. That's problematic. Okay. It says we've got no soybeans. And we didn't sell them. Huh. Okay. Let's try something quick like. Because this is not... This is deeply concerning. All right. Now, I know there's a silo on the other side of the map where some crops were stored when you begin the save game. You already own some crops. And that's the other side of the map. Maybe the tally only shows that silo. And I hope we haven't just wasted all our soybeans. That would be terrible. So if we pull under here, not quite that far. Let's back up a little bit. If we pull under here, and then we do this. Whew. Okay, there it is. So we've got 52,911 liters of soybean at the moment. Well, let's just call it 50,000 to keep the math even. Let's see what we've got for a total when we've brought in all those fields of soybean across the highway there, when we've brought all of that in at the end of the next episode. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, perfect. So, once again, set the brake. Come over here and close the doors. Right like so. And also right like so. And there you go, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is the Geiselsberg map, and we'll see you next time. Take care now.